Okay, Dylan, whenever you're ready.
Alright. Summer of your senior year, summer that's supposed to be the best year of your life and the year that every high schooler looks forward to. All you have is grad parties, bonfires, going to the beach with your friends, just hanging out, being a kid. Mine turned out to be a bit more memorable than I thought. It was the beginning of July, and state soccer had just finished. Everyone's grad parties were done, so basically we were just hanging out, working. And then one of the things me and my friends would like to do, we'd go to, there's a little lake in Norwalk called Lakewood Lake, and we'd go there to the beach, just like hang out, play football, stuff like that. And one of my friend's grandparents had a pontoon on that lake. So after a while, like going down there, they finally told us like, hey, you can take the pontoon out because my friend knew how to drive it. So we're like, okay, well yeah, we'll just go out and swim off that then. And they would always stock it with food and like drinks and everything. And they were the nicest people I'd ever met. Like they would give you the shirt off their back if you'd ask for it. And being like dumb kids, I guess, we finally got bored of just swimming off it when it was parked. And it was an old pontoon, it was a piece, but it was fun. So we'd get it going like 15, 20 miles an hour, and we'd jump off the side, because being 18, we were obviously invincible. But one of the times we were doing it, we'd been doing it all day, and we had these floaties that we'd like hold on to when we jumped off, and one of them had flown off when we were getting ready to go back. So we all did like nose goes to figure out who had to jump off and get it again, because we were all just exhausted by that point. So we're actually in like over by the shallow end, and I jump off to go get it, and I'm walking like basically on land to get it. And I throw it up on the side and start climbing up over the side. My buddy doesn't realize that that I'm like not on the boat yet, so he goes to take off. And as he takes off, he turns the boat and like pulls me under. And I remember my foot hitting, and I just remember thinking like, oh my goodness, this kid broke my foot, like, because I thought he drugged me and like I hit a rock on it. So like I remember getting up out of the water and like standing and looking at my toe, and I was just like, it was little cuts. I was like, okay, it's not that bad. And they're all staring at me just like mouths open, like, what just happened? And so I'm cussing him out the entire time. I'm swimming back over to the boat because I was getting ready to come to Simpson to play soccer. So I'm like, if I have a broken foot, that's going to make that pretty hard. And I'm still cussing him out, get up onto the boat, and I step on the boat, and blood just goes everywhere. Everyone just freaks out. And the kid that was driving me is my buddy Nick, and his dad's an EMT, and he just loses it. He tries to like go in like this response mode, and like he's freaking out, telling me to calm down, and I'm just yelling at him, and it was a disaster. And the kid whose boat it was, we had to drive back to the other side, we're on the complete opposite side of the lake. So we had to drive back to the other side of the lake to get to like the car and everything. And by then we get there and we'd already panicked and called 911. So we had like the ambulance coming and everything. And another one of my friends, because they told me one of my buddies had to go with me in the ambulance so they could get a hold of my parents. And I don't know if anyone ever had a BlackBerry Curve, but I had that. Those things were impossible to unlock. It took me 20 minutes when I first figured out how to do it, because the unlock button is just hidden. And they're telling him to call my parents, but he can't figure out how to get my phone unlocked. So while one of the paramedics is back there talking to me, like making sure everything's fine with me, Jake is also talking to me, trying to figure out how to get my phone unlocked so he can get a hold of my parents. And we finally get to the hospital, and they're stitching me up, and Winger comes in, the kid who hit me, and he starts crying, and I'm all like doped up on the painkiller, so it doesn't hurt. Like they're stitching me up, I'm not worried about it at all. And he's crying, and I just kind of start laughing at him. And because he felt so bad about it, and I felt terrible laughing at him at the time. But so anyway, I got stitched up, got 15 stitches, went back, and then me and Winger are now like actually best friends. Like I talk to him every day, and before then we weren't really that close. I think part of it was afterwards he felt so guilty about hitting me that he made a point to call me every single day after that, see if I wanted anything, wanted to hang out or anything like that. And it's just kind of funny how good things can come out of something bad.